Imagine driving 50 miles per hour through, like, a blinding snowstorm.
Oh, that is the worst.
Right. Your windshield wipers are fighting a losing battle, and you literally cannot read a single letter on the signs rushing past you.
But you still know what to do.
Exactly. You instinctively know exactly when to stop, when to yield, and, where the school zone is, how, because traffic engineers have hacked your peripheral vision.
It is actually brilliant.
It really is. You sent us your state's official driver's manual for this deep dive. It's 150 pages of dense bureaucratic text that you need to memorize for your permit test tomorrow.
Which is incredibly daunting.
Yeah, nobody wants to read that. So, okay, let's unpack this. Our mission today is to toss out the textbook and teach you the secret visual cheat codes that are just hidden in plain sight.
I love that. Because, well, we actually evolved to recognize predators by shape and movement long before we could process finer details.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Traffic engineers hijacked that exact biological wiring. By the time your conscious brain actually reads the letters STOP, I mean, your foot is already on the brake.
That makes so much sense.
What's fascinating here is it takes roughly 200 milliseconds to process the silhouette of an octagon and react.
Wow, 200 milliseconds. So it's essentially a high-speed version of your smartphone's home screen.
That's a great way to look at it.
Like, you don't read the word messages under the little green bubble icon, right? Your brain just clicks it using muscle memory.
Right, you just know the shape and color.
Yeah. And out on the road, operating the vehicle relies on that same visual muscle memory, so your conscious brain can focus on, avoiding other cars. An 8-sided shape is stop. A downward pointing triangle is yield, period.
And those specific geometries are reserved for ultimate safety.
Hmm.
They are totally unique, meaning there is zero chance your brain misinterprets them.
Even at a quick peripheral glance in bad weather. But wait, so why does the manual give the Pentagon its own special category just for schools? Like, why not just use a diamond for all warnings?
Ah, that's a good question. It clarifies that the 5-sided pentagon uniquely forces an immediate context shift.
Oh, because it looks so different.
Right. When you see that yellow-green pentagon, your brain stops treating the road as a predictable path and immediately scans for chaos.
Because children are completely unpredictable.
Exactly. It elevates it way above a standard warning sign.
Okay, so the shapes do the subconscious heavy lifting. But once your brain processes that shape, it has to decide what action to take next.
Right. Which brings us to color.
Yeah. Here's where it gets really interesting. The color coding splits our brain into two modes, like obeying the law versus scanning for hazards.
Think about the shape of a standard regulatory sign. The speed limit or a do not enter sign.
The white and red ones.
Yeah, the tall white and red rectangles. They actually mimic the physical structure of a sheet of paper, like an official document.
Oh, wow, I never thought of that.
Yeah, they trigger a psychological association with reading official rules. They communicate absolute law.
While the yellow warning signs are diamonds. And they're dynamic, a diamond literally points downward, drawing your visual attention to the road surface where the hazard actually exists.
The manual illustrates this perfectly with the deer crossing sign. Have you noticed how it contains this strangely ominous sentence?
Yes. It says, the deer can cross anywhere.
Right.
I mean, it sounds like a horror movie tagline, but it proves the point perfectly.
It does.
The rectangular sign says drive 50, which is a super rigid command. But the diamond sign says, a deer might materialize out of thin air.
Which demands mental flexibility. You have to shift from just obeying static rules to actively anticipating dynamic hazards.
But then you have hazards that aren't permanent. Like, what happens when standard road conditions temporarily change?
You move from permanent to temporary signs.
Right. The manual uses orange for this. The solid orange triangle for slow-moving vehicles, tractors or farm equipment traveling 25 miles per hour or less.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, orange is the universal distress signal of the roadway.
Like work zones.
Exactly. Black on orange work zone signs, flashing arrow panels, flaggers. These override normal conditions to manage real-time risks.
Okay, so if a work zone has a stop sign, but a flagger with a sim slow paddle is waving me through, who wins?
The human always overrides the metal.
Really?
Yes. The manual strictly dictates that you obey the flagger's physical directions over static signs. A flagger is there precisely because the environment has become entirely unpredictable.
Okay, so what does this all mean? Getting your permit isn't about memorizing 150 pages of legal jargon. It's about mastering a high-speed game of color and shape matching.
That is exactly it.
You're just constantly filtering between official documents that dictate the law and dynamic diamonds that demand your attention.
So next time you're in the passenger seat, try playing a game. Try to identify the meaning of every sign strictly by its blank silhouette and color from a quarter mile away.
Just by the shape.
Yeah. Challenge yourself to see how much of driving relies completely on instinct before you ever read a single word.